Hey guys, I hope you're all having a wonderful day or night wherever you are in the world. I have a hair in my face and I need to move it. So don't mind the fact that I'm wearing an extremely oversized sweatshirt. You know I like to be comfortable, girl. Alright, so today's video, it's a random Thursday video, so I wanted to do something a little bit different. There's another bug. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? There's another bug in here. If you guys have seen my other video, you saw me kill a bug on camera. So, I'm not happy about this. So this video, along with most of my random Thursday videos, are pretty unplanned and random. So I was looking through my journal of all of my video ideas, and I figured today I would talk about being a vegetarian. So let's do this thing. So, I do not eat any meat, so that includes cows, fish, chicken, pigs, anything. I don't eat any animal meat. So, I get a lot of questions about that. People are constantly asking me, but do you eat fish? Like, do you eat this? And I think, I'm not mad at anyone for asking that. They just don't know the difference, but a vegetarian, by definition, it varies for everyone, but by definition, a vegetarian just doesn't eat any kind of meat. A pescatarian is someone who eats white meat. So, stupid bug. Oh my gosh. Actually, I'm going to look it up for you so as to be very accurate. So no one's crawling down my throat yelling at me. Let's see. Pescatarian. Okay, so a vegetarian does not eat any meat. A pescatarian is someone who doesn't eat meat except for fish. So a pescatarian is someone who will eat fish. I have considered being a pescatarian before just because fish and seafood was the only kind of meat that I did like. But basically, right now, I am a vegetarian, so if you were wondering, no, I don't eat fish, no, I don't eat chicken, no, I don't eat turkey, I don't eat any meat. However, I do eat a lot of eggs, so that's probably the main source of the protein that I get is from eggs. My fiance and I, we go through so many eggs throughout the week. Like, we'll go to the store one day and get 2 dozen eggs, and we'll finish them by the end of the week or so, or maybe it's like a week and a half. But I eat a lot of eggs. I like to make omelets, scrambled eggs, pokey eggs. I call them pokey eggs, really, they're over easy. I like to make egg sandwiches. I use them for French toast and pancakes. And cooking, I basically use eggs with everything, so I do eat eggs. I also eat milk and cheese and yogurt. I have considered being a vegan, and in my heart of hearts, I would love to try being a vegan just for the ethical reasons behind it, and because I know it will help the environment. But to be completely transparent, I don't think I could. I mean, I know that I could if I really, really, really tried and really wanted to, but in all honesty, that would be just so extremely difficult for me with my lifestyle. And this goes for you guys too. If you guys are thinking about being a vegetarian or a vegan, or even just being cruelty-free with the things that you buy, like makeup or beauty things, like, honestly, it's not always about like how hard you try or how devoted you are. Sometimes it's just not for everyone. Everyone has their own lifestyle that they live, and it doesn't work for everyone. And in a perfect world, I would like to think that we can all be vegetarians or vegans and help out the environment and save the animals, which is something that I am very passionate about. So obviously I'm still going to try to do that in any way that I can. But it is not something that is going to happen overnight. Let's just say that. It is something that is going to take years and years and years of work, because we have been doing this for a while now, decades. So it's going to be very hard to kind of reverse this and change people's habits. So don't feel bad if it's difficult for you to be a vegetarian or a vegan. I will say that I would hope that everyone could at least try to make some kind of effort, like maybe just decreasing your meat intake or trying to find cruelty-free items. Just making an effort, I think that's what matters to me anyway, is just that you're trying and that you have it in your mind that it's something to consider. It's when people are completely ignorant to the fact that this is going on, or that they don't even care about it, that's when I feel like you're being a little bit cruel. But if you are trying, if you are making any kind of effort, that is a wonderful thing, and you should be proud of that. So baby steps, take your time. It's not the end of the world if you make mistakes. Honestly, I don't know where this video was going. I'm just rambling about stuff, but that's kind of what I wanted to do today, is just chat about being a vegetarian. So, in the past, I just didn't like meat. I didn't like the way it tasted. I didn't like the texture of it. And I always had in the back of my mind, like, I love animals, so I knew that an animal had to die or be tortured for me to be fed, and I didn't like that. So, probably end of middle school, beginning of high school is when I really started to consider being a vegetarian. But when I brought it up to my mom and my parents, my mom and my dad, my mom did not like the idea. She was opposed to it simply because she wanted me to have the best nutrition. She wanted me to get all the protein that I needed, which is the main concern everyone has, is where do you get your protein? So my mom was just like that. She was concerned I wasn't going to get enough protein, I wasn't going to grow properly, I wasn't going to get enough food, basically. So she did not let me be a vegetarian. I wanted to, and I made it known that I wanted to, but she basically said, you can't be a vegetarian now. If you still want to be one when you turn 18, then you can choose to do that. But up until then, I'm still going to make meat for you and put it on your dinner plate, so at least try to eat the meat that I give you, which is basically how it went down. So she would make me food, and I would eat anything that had meat on it, but it was never something that I would be sad to live without, it was never something that I would miss. So in 2014, I think it was, I turned 18, and I decided to be a vegetarian. My mom was kind of hoping that I would have changed my mind by then, but I didn't. So when I turned 18, I stopped eating meat, and that was actually the summer before I went to college. So it was not only a transition just eating-wise, but I also started at a new school and a whole new lifestyle, and so in a way it was also good though, because in college you get to choose whatever you want to eat and no one can tell you what to eat or what not to eat. So I had full reign to just not eat meat if I didn't want to. So I cut out all meat, red, white, fish, anything. Like I said, I stopped eating meat, and honestly, I didn't miss anything. I mean, like I said, I did like fish, so I will say there are some things that I miss, like salmon. I loved salmon. Salmon was like the one thing that I would get whenever like my family and I would go out to dinner. That was the one thing that I would love to get, is salmon. I also loved shrimp. I loved crab meat, lobster. Every now and then I would like to get like a terrible sandwich that was, a sandwich that was terrible for me from like McDonald's or something. And that was just kind of like a rare craving I would have, and now like when I get those cravings, I can't do anything about it. So sometimes when I'll see my fiance eating a burger or something, I'll be like, I kind of miss that. honestly, I'm pretty happy being a vegetarian. I love being a vegetarian, and there are so many recipes and things that you can make that are vegetarian, and they are so delicious, and the flavors are so much different from everything that you taste nowadays. Like, I feel like the most common foods that we eat have become so bland to me, and with eating vegetarian, everything is just so much more interesting, and it just tastes so much more like exotic, and like everything has such an interesting flavor. So that's a good benefit to being vegetarian. And then it's also probably going to have very low cholesterol levels or not low, but healthier cholesterol levels. It's healthier, you might have more energy. My fiance tried to be a vegetarian. I won't go into depth about that, but when he did become a vegetarian, while he was not eating meat, he had less stomach aches, and he had a better time going to the bathroom. Like, it was easier for him to digest his food and go to the bathroom. So it'll probably also help with your digestive process. One thing I would say is hard about being a vegetarian is the fact that when you go to like family functions, maybe your mom or whoever is making a ton of food, most of it will probably have meat in it or meat around it, and you will be stuck with like eating the side dishes as your main course, you know. So that part's hard. It's also hard grocery shopping, because a lot of the things that are vegetarian will be more expensive or less accessible. So I'm gonna stop. My phone just vibrated. So I'm gonna stop rambling. I would suggest that if you guys are interested in being a vegetarian, ask me questions, or just do a lot of research online. There's so much stuff online for you to read about. Also, if you guys have any tips about being a vegetarian, or recipes you want to share, or any questions you have, just leave a comment down below so we can all talk about it together. Also, let me know if you guys have any tips on how to be cruelty-free with makeup and everything, because that is something I'm interested in. Again, it would just be very difficult. But anyways, I'm going to end this video. Like it if you enjoyed it or found it helpful, and make sure to subscribe to my channel if you... What? That's not what I say. Yeah. Like this video if you enjoyed it or found it helpful, and make sure to subscribe to my channel. What is going on? What is going on here? Like this video if you enjoyed it or found it helpful, and make sure to subscribe to my channel to be notified every time I put up a new video. I upload every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday, so be on the lookout for those. And until my next video, I will see you guys soon. Bye, guys.